All right, here we go. Cash. May we call you Cash?
You can call me Cash.
You could soar the sky, you could touch the moon. I believe in you. You could soar the sky, you could touch the moon. I believe in you. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I was dealt a funny hand, but I still played them cards. Still reach my dream.
Hip hop isn't just something we do. Hip hop is who we are, it's who we become. I love its diversity. I love its resilience. I love the way it just brings people of all different backgrounds together and helps us see past our differences and those stereotypes and helps us connect on a deeper level. As the child of immigrant parents that lived around the world because my dad was in the military, I always struggled with this like sense of identity of knowing or feeling like I belonged anywhere. And hip hop really for me, like when I tapped into the community, into the culture of it, it just felt like home. When I first started breaking, it was in Gainesville. I was 17. I was never someone that necessarily really cared about battling or the competition part of it. I just loved the expression. I just loved to dance. And so now it's at the point where breaking is the reason and the means through which I try to stay healthy. Not just physically healthy, but mentally healthy. I look at the art forms as my outlet. That's my personal expression. That's how I connect with myself and I connect with my soul. It's always really more about who I am in the moment than who I've been or what I thought I needed to be in the past. I think that being the child of immigrant parents that really faced a lot of struggles in life, they really want to make sure that you're set up for success and that you have all the opportunities that they never had. And my dad would always tell me that I really had a way with words and with a way of describing things and understanding them so that other people could relate to them. So my dad actually encouraged me to pursue journalism. Eventually I moved down to Miami because I understood that what was really going to make the difference for my career was to be able to have a good internship. I connected with the hip hop community and worked with Pro-Am on some of their sponsorship and PR work that they needed. And then I just through the community that I had built around me, I was able to connect with the Spam All-Stars, which is a local band from there. And through their manager, Melanie Masterson, I was able to land an internship at MTV Latin America, specifically in the music and talent departments. My internship turned into a full-time role supporting the SVP of Creative. And then eventually I transitioned into what was then called their new media department. It essentially was digital marketing. So when I moved to LA, I of course thought I was going to stay in entertainment, but that's not what happened. One of the companies to hit me up was in the health and wellness industry. It was Herbalife Nutrition. And I look at what we've been able to achieve together as a team, the opportunities that we've created for ourselves, the way that we've co-created the kind of place that we want to work. And honestly, that just inspires me so much more to be able to take that kind of a perspective and the kind of work and the kind of success that I've had with my team and to try to extend that out into our community, into our hip hop and breaking community. That's actually been a huge inspiration and part of the reason that I ended up creating Shero Collective. I always worked with independent artists, and when I came out to Cali, I started working with just different organizations like the Beat Swap Meet, which was a grassroots initiative that was really focused on vinyl culture. I started working with filmmakers that were working on b-boy related films, different hip hop artists, which is how I met my husband, Artson. I would help them with their bios, I would help them with their websites, I would help them put together their portfolios and their reels. So even though my career kind of took me on a path of working with bigger brands and corporate, for me it was always really important to stay connected to the culture and to hip hop and to essentially leverage the things that I was doing at a professional level to be able to help my community. I think that what people sometimes undervalue in hip hop is really all the people behind the scenes that have kept hip hop alive all these years. I think that we tend to focus a lot on people that are in the competitions and winning the battles or are performing on stage. But it's really all the people that are putting those events together, all the people that created the programs that were the outlets for the folks that you now see in those battles, that you now see on those stages. The mothers and the fathers that I see in the community now that are out there supporting their kids, that's something that I never had. So one of the things that I really wanted to be able to achieve through the Shero Collective was to be able to represent hip hop, but through the female perspective and the female lens. Sometimes there's this misconception that because women aren't as prevalent in competition, that we're not as involved or consistent in the culture, and that's simply not true. A lot of women from my generation have simply gone on to more supporting roles, to making sure that this culture continues moving forward. And so I'm really grateful to all of the work that they've done, but I'm also really grateful to the fact that I have amazing men in my life and around me that support the work that I'm trying to do, because ultimately that's what gender balance is actually about. It's not just about women supporting women, it's about us collectively recognizing the work of women. I wouldn't be able to create what I create through Shero Collective if it wasn't for people like Odin Rock, like Irvin Arana, like Artson, that are willing to share their counsel with me, are willing to share their talents with the work that I'm trying to do, and who wholeheartedly support and believe in it. One of the things that I'm really excited about right now is getting to partner with USA Breakin and being part of the Legacy Council for the Olympics. Right now, Breakin has the opportunity to potentially be in the Olympics in 2024, and that's a lot of opportunity, not just for dancers that want to compete, but for a lot of different other folks within the community. What I really hope that people get is just how important it is to get involved and to recognize that we all have something that we can give. If you're going to talk about it, then be about it. Boom!
Have you ever made a move that you were scared to do? You didn't even know if you would make it through. But once you made that move, you seen the best in you. If you never made a move, then you'd be no